Today you're going to see a unique defense that I employed in a real game using en passant. But first, a brief history lesson. This evolutionary chess move came about only a few, well, several hundred years ago. Somewhere in the 13th to 16th centuries, the pawn could only move one square every turn. However, so many games started with e3, e6, e4, e5 that eventually the next patch notes for the game of chess allowed each pawn to move 2 squares on its first move. To make sure this mechanic was balanced, a pawn would not be able to avoid capture by moving 2 squares because of the new rule en passant. Fast forward to modern day, and this rule has become a bit of a meme. Danny Wrench from chess.com claims that the most common support issue are tickets from beginners claiming that their pawn has been illegally captured. But in reality, it's just en passant. And for others on Reddit, they say that en passant must be played, and it is a forced move for the memes, for the content. But let's get to the game. Keep en passant in the back of your mind. But for now, we get into a Karu Khan, and it's the opening that I blitzed out because we're playing 3-2 time control, so you gotta move quickly. And here, I go ahead and trade off the light square bishop, and then try to get a little bit too crazy too quickly. I take the pawn back, and here I go for a ridiculous idea. I try to fork my opponent immediately with knight c2, and I was thinking, well, I'm hitting this a couple different times, and I'm also threatening this fork, so get forked, right? You can, by the way, if you want this shirt, you can check it out on my Etsy shop. The link's in the description below. Enjoy. But instead of forking my opponent, I'm actually the one that's getting wrecked with bishop b5 check. And I have to play the incredibly depressing move, king f8. I am just asking for d takes e6 and being lined up for a beautiful checkmate in 12 moves. But instead, I tried to fight on for a little bit longer. I give this check anyway. The king can't get closer to the knight because the queen is covering the d-file. So after he moves to king f1, I play the most resourceful thing I can think of. f5. Chef's kiss, right? What it is doing is saying, look, are you really a subscriber of the AnarchyChess Reddit? Or are you just an actual normal functioning human being and chess player, and you're just gonna take with the queen, right? Like white should 100% take with the queen, and from here I have to sacrifice material. And not only am I gonna have to sacrifice material, but actually, if you notice, I am the one that just got forked in this position. So that being said, I would have to pin my knight to myself, and here I'm just gonna get wrecked. But first, queen takes c2 is available. If I ever try and move this knight anywhere, well, queen f5 is happening again, and I have to repin my knight. This is just catastrophic in every way, shape, or form. But you know what? My opponent does not play queen takes f5. I knew that if they were a true AnarchyChess member, then they would be playing en passant. And now that they've played en passant, I now have a new hope in this game. So I take with my knight, and they immediately pin my knight to my queen. So I take the rook. I take this moment of peace to say, look, if I'm going out, I'm at least going out by taking that rook. And after queen b7, my opponent has successfully fallen into the trap of tunnel vision, and he or she is going for checkmate on the f7 square. But this is a good puzzle for all you beginners out there. Pause to solve. I won't even say what type of puzzle it is, but it is completely winning for black. 3, 2, 1, fork drop, and we have queen d1 checkmate. So just remember, if someone has you on the ropes and is on the verge of checkmating you and blowing you off the board, never forget that en passant might be the secret weapon in your back pocket that you can bring out to secure the win. If you like this type of blundering content, then go check out this video called Show and Yell, where my viewers try and send in games that will make me yell as much as possible because of how atrocious they are. Happy learning, everyone.